Bread and Roses has been a pub since 1898, I think. It's built as a Trafalgar hotel. Been through various incarnations in the last few years, but the place shut down, and a few of us just thought we could do something different in here, and this just seemed to be atmospherically and location-wise perfect.
There's talk of it being a hairdresser's and other crazy things that just seems a tragedy, really, to turn a beautiful old pub like this into a hairdresser's. And I think Justin really thought we could make a go of it. So that was, I wasn't very keen, I can tell you, to start with, because I knew it would be a lot of hard work.
One of the problems for Plymouth for a long time has been lots of people come here to do art and related degrees, but there aren't many venues for them to showcase their work, so they end up moving away. And we thought if we could create a space where we can showcase young artists' work and bridge that gap between the art community and the local community, the university and art college community, and helping to keep young artists who are either from Plymouth or who have moved here, help them to kind of stay here and build their careers here rather than having to move away all the time, which is always a problem with the Southwest, you know.
I'm Claire, so I'm a postdoc, so I'm doing research at the University of Plymouth. Brief encounter with the Bread and Roses. I just came down, entered the door. I think the door was open, and I was straight into just nice wave of music, happiness, chatter, clatter. It was just loads of people having fun. It was packed. And it's actually like joining a party like a few hours late, but still being immediately like welcomed, engulfed into the whole bustle and the joy of the party.
Very quickly, since living in Plymouth, know that this is a place that I want to spend
definitely
a very good working part of my career and life in.
Yeah.
And as someone who's in the beginning of my career, this is just, it's so appealing, and this place is growing, I'd like to grow with it, and it'd be an absolute privilege to do that, and I think that we're all of the same opinion.
It's very welcoming as well, the way it's all kind of put together. I mean, like, all the chairs are different, and you know, and like the fact that there's like a bookcase up there, and it's just, it almost feels like you're walking into like a house, you know, like very welcoming of someone you already know, you know. It's like, even if you haven't been here before, it's like you know the people who are here. So.
Yeah, it's definitely more than a job. It's completely, after graduating, it's quite a scary thing to sort of be put out into the world, but having this means that I've managed to remain in contact with people and meet other interesting people and hopefully form projects, and like all these guys have been saying, is creating a really dynamic artistic environment.
Our original plan was just to have a community hub for art of all types, you know, so it was going to be for visual arts, poetry, written, spoken word, you know, there's a knitting group here, we're hoping that we'll get comedy here eventually, music obviously, the DJs swarm in here, they love doing it, they love playing here. We just want it to be a kind of focus for art of all kinds.
I fell in love with this pub, such a fantastic venue, and I thought they would love to have a knitting group here. And I thought about it, and I thought knitting's a bit restrictive, so there are a few things like Stitch and Bitch, this sort of thing, and Pearls and Pints, so I went for Stitch and Sip. And just a couple of emails and we'd set it up. we just find it's so relaxing. Something we just can't do without a bit of knitting, you know. So we've got some very, very competent people here, and we'd like some learners too. By the time you've had a drink, had a chat, had some nibbles, you might actually get some stitching done. Every time I used to walk past you when it was shut, I was in love with that mirror, and I just think they've just done such a brilliant job. The way the ambience in here and the way they sort of set it up, and it's sort of slightly bohemian, and I really like it.
Hi, I'm Hannah Brown. I'm the first resident at Bread and Roses. I've just recently graduated from Plymouth University. At first I thought it would be quite nerve-wracking to have people come and look at your work while you're working on it, but it actually worked to be quite a good opportunity to find out what people thought of your work. It's to do with women's sexuality and how, as a Western society, we're quite reserved when it comes to talking about sex, and I wanted to show it on sort of a different level, and how we should embrace it more and we should celebrate it more and not have it as such sort of a closed, behind the door subject. From this, I've definitely got a new inspiration, and I'm really considering going back in and doing a master's. I definitely, from working and seeing people's reaction to my work, I want to continue doing this, and I hope to be able to get the opportunity to do more and progress with it.
Our policy in terms of suppliers is this: where possible, source it locally, where possible, source things that are organic, and if not possible, with things like rum and wine and things that are not produced locally, fair trade. We're zero to landfill in terms of our waste, so we're trying to have a minimal environmental impact, but also focus on quality and supporting local producers.
What I think people like about this place is the fact that it's not just a money-making exercise. There's some heart here. You know, we actually want it to be a place where people really love it, enjoy themselves, and we're not just. It's a not-for-profit organisation, so we're not looking at it from that point of view.